What does home mean to me? Home is a place where you can dump all your troubles, joys, and other hardships and just cast them into the sea. Guam is one of those places where I honestly can say, how in the world did I leave such a beautiful place? I'm gonna go to the nook in the hole accessible entryway, which nobody hardly can tell because the sign's like this small. So let's go. Accessible entryway to the Doheny Library. I cannot begin to express how many times I've heard, "So what's wrong with you?" A handful of people anticipated that I had some well thought out response. But in reality, I didn't know at all. That struggle to feel like you needed to say something when you yourself had no words or articulation. To kinda, in a sense, not look stupid in front of people. Yeah, that was me. One of the biggest questions people ask me, or not the biggest, but most popular questions people ask me is, what's it like to have a physical disability like cerebral palsy? Well, to address that, it's basically being encased in a body that doesn't work well. You scream at your legs, you tell your legs to do what other people do, and it simply doesn't respond the same way. People ask me, does it hurt? Yes and no. Hurt, like pain, I feel pain, like the muscle spasms, the aches, and that all translates into physical fatigue as well as mentally and emotionally fatigued. To be honest, I feel like any other person. I didn't ask for cerebral palsy to happen. It just came to me. My parents noticed that I wasn't really hitting the developmental milestones, I wasn't turning over, I wasn't trying to walk. Out of concern, they took me to see specialists. My parents didn't really know too much. Somebody had told them in the hospital about certain services, like through the Department of Public Health, and that's kind of how I received the surgeries that I have gotten through Shriners. And so basically the only kind of services I received were physical therapy and occupational therapy, because my cerebral palsy affects my motor skills, my muscle coordination, and my balance. And the kind of CP that I have is a spastic diplegia, so my entire body was really tight, always a pretzel. So I always had to be stretched out during my PT sessions. It was really painful. It had to be done, otherwise I would just be too spastic, and it just doesn't allow my body to move at all. So that was really important. The folks in Shriners, I think just from day one, they're just constantly, saying positive things, like even just the little comments like, Kelly, you can do it, like, oh, it's okay, like you fell, but we're gonna get back up and we're gonna keep trying. I guess to highlight one more person, it's more of a collective group. I can't necessarily say it was because of one person, but I can't end this portion without mentioning my nurses. Those individuals have swept that cognition of I'm a nobody just out the door. They've embraced me as if I was their own child.
I'm one of Kelly's really good friends. I first met her when she was about 13 years old, and I was working as a nurse at Shriners Hospitals for children here in Honolulu at the time, and I was actually able to be in one of her surgeries observing, and then took care of her afterwards. And I was just struck by her positive attitude despite her disability, how she really was strong. Her mind was really strong. She was very positive and really wanted to try hard to make the best out of her condition. And eventually she transitioned out of the Shriners system, and we stayed in contact and remained friends. And the best part about this is that I do have a daughter. Her name is Sophia. She's now 17 years old. She also has cerebral palsy. She's bound to a wheelchair. She cannot walk, but she had very similar surgeries to the ones that Kelly had. And Kelly just talked to Sophia, and she was just so encouraging, and just was so compassionate toward her, and it just made everything so much easier. And I'm just really, really proud of what Kelly has achieved throughout the years.
I think ultimately I had to understand that yes, I have a disability, but I'm also a whole person. And I think my faith has helped me understand that my current state isn't permanent, that there will be one day where I will not have to have a disability anymore. So I think that's what keeps me running and keeps me going. And I think without that, it would be difficult to be living today without that hope. I think being differently able has given me the insight to see others in their pain and to come alongside them, essentially, to tell them, I am with you and I am by your side. So definitely I'm grateful for my disability, and I wouldn't have been able to say that a couple years ago. And now I can. It's made me a stronger Kelly, a wiser Kelly, and a compassionate, go-getter, let's get moving kind of Kelly. So, thank you for walking with me and listening to my story. And because you've heard my story, I am heard by you.